Our next subtopic deals with the main sources of conflict. And in particular, we're looking at the positive effects of conflict. Conflict can be viewed in a positive manner. It challenges and stimulates our thinking. It allows our difference to coexist in our lives. Our diversities can become a point of unity. In our first point under this topic, let's look at when we talk about improving the quality of decisions. In this regards, it stimulates our thinking and challenges us to become better in doing life. And so it has a positive impact on conflict. It improves the quality of our decisions. Our next point talks about stimulating involvement in discussions, meaning it allows us to have differing perspectives, opinions, ideas, hopefully that can positively impact the decisions we make in life. There's a saying that 1 is not a good number for multiplication, but joined by another, if it becomes 2, although they may be differing in ideology or the way we think, it helps in coming or stimulating an involvement in the discussion. And hopefully the outcomes are positive when we need to make decisions. Summarized, we could say this: in the council of the multitude, wisdom is established. Our next point, when we look at positive effects of conflict, it helps arouse creativity and imagination. This could mean our ability to listen to others, in particular the others' perspectives and ideas, may help create creativity in all those that hear, in particular the person that's speaking. We are also all endowed with different gifting, skills, and talents. So it's important to hear other people's perspective because it may help in arousing creativity and imagination even for ourselves. Moving to the next point, the positive effects could be the facilitation of employee growth. And in this regards, a conflict, in a way of thinking, can be perceived as an opportunity or an elevation or emerging way of doing things in life. So from the employee's perspective, when facilitated in a conducive environment, a safe environment, an enabling environment could create value where thinking, where seeing creates the opportunity of creating value. Employees must be encouraged to have input in innovative ideas. Hence, the ideas of having suggestion boxes littered in an organization can only be the more so important and value adding to that organization. Moving to the next point, we look at increased movement towards goals. And in this regards, conflict causes us to think collectively so as to arrive at common goals that positively impact our organization. So the key issue here is unity, collectively. And we know that in unity, there is diversity. But still, it's important to bring different ideas, different perspectives, different skill sets, and coming out with common goals. Whilst the process might be challenging, it's always worthwhile in the end. We should never shirk from conflict when it arises, but rather confront it in a positive manner. In our next point, we look at the positive effects in respect of creating an energetic climate. Here, conflict can be catalytical to stimulating a positive environment for forging new ways of thinking and doing things in our respective environment. Let's look at the effect it has on building more synergy and cohesion amongst team. Simply put, team building. We look at society and we say the unit of a family, if it's strong, will create a strong community. A strong community will create a strong nation, and strong nations create a strong world. The issue of synergy becomes very, very important. And so when we look at building more synergy and cohesion amongst teams, let's look at the following. Differences as individuals and as teams provide an opportunity to come together and provide the best innovation, creativity, and building that help forge new horizons. And so the key here, again, is unity. Our next point, we look at how it helps foster new ideas, alternatives, and solutions. Some of the terms that are used in organizations or work environment are symptomatic to what we're talking about here. We tend to look at think tanks, innovation hubs, various add-ons or the various value adds that are initiated in the work environment. These will help foster new ideas, alternatives, and solutions. Test positions and beliefs is our next point when we talk about the positive effects on conflict. Conflict can test important key things that an individual and an organization may consider. It can test the beliefs of an individual or an organization in the wake of challenges. It can also bring the test of values that we hold on to in the wake of adversity. It can be the test to find out whether a marriage, an organization, particularly when it comes to unity of purpose, in a potential crisis. And so conflict tests our positions and our beliefs. And then concluding on this section, we'll look at the last point, which is competition. Competition starts from a very early age. It never leaves us until we leave this earth one day. Conflict can heighten competition in any organization. It can be a source of healthy competition. It can be a source of negative competition, but competition will always be there. Hopefully the competition is perceived healthy and that it helps create value for both the individual and the organization. If not, it can help destroy what's been built in an individual and the organization